Swap Zoro and Kid during Wano. How do they both fare in their fights versus King and Big Mom? King versus Kid and Zoro and 𝗀𝗏 versus Big Mom. No one's ever in the history of the show that I've seen, to my knowledge,
Sebastian?
went 𝗁𝗏𝗄𝐻𝑖 hardened, hit Big Mom, and she took real damage.
Can Kid do either of those?
No.
Okay, can Zoro?
Yes, that does not mean he can do enough to knock her out.
The same time, right, where 𝗀𝗏 attacked first, then Kid attacked Big Mom. Who did Big Mom give the credit to damaging her? Was it Kid once? No. Every time it was 𝗀𝗏.
And y'all be saying I'm the Big Mom disrespecter on the pod.
Welcome, welcome, welcome to another episode of That One Piece Talk. My name is Larry.
Lawrence.
Lionel. Seb.
And this is That One Piece Talk, where we talk One Piece. Woo! Let's go!
Swap Zoro and Kid during Wano. How do they both fare in their fights versus King and Big Mom?
What was it, Kid?
It's King versus Kid. And Zoro and 𝗀𝗏 versus Big Mom.
Kid is losing, and they still beat Big Mom.
I don't know. I don't know if they still beating Big Mom, bro. I'm gonna be real with you.
Are you serious?
Put it this way. Kid, like Larry always says, they didn't like knock Big Mom out. They didn't KO her. They wrung her out and then used the bombs. Zoro's not creating enough force behind his attacks to pin Big Mom down off of 𝗍𝗏𝗄𝐻. He'd have to like render her unconscious with his blades. Cause 𝗀𝗏's not doing it. You know what I'm saying? No, I'm not trying to knock 𝗀𝗏, but he's not doing that.
Oh no.
Is he cutting Big Mom to a degree that she's done? I don't see that.
Well, look, if you're going by this way, right? I don't like to play it this way, but like, let's go this way. If you even follow the same scheme where you had 𝗀𝗏 do an attack, and you had Kid follow up, right, with his attacks that didn't really hurt Big Mom. You know, his bun attacks with no 𝗁𝗏𝗄𝐻𝑖, no nothing. But now you have 𝗀𝗏 attacking and hurting her from the inside, right? And then Zoro unleashing his his armor 𝗁𝗏𝗄𝐻𝑖 with Conqueror's coding on Big Mom after 𝗀𝗏 just weakened her. You tell me that the attack's gonna have the same effect? No, it's gonna do more damage. Because it's Conqueror's 𝗁𝗁𝗄𝑖 and armor coded attacks after 𝗀𝗏 just attacked her and then internally weakening her. So the damage would be greater than what Kid is gonna put out because Zoro is adding Conquerors to that attack.
Yo, I'm not saying that she's not taking damage. I'm saying it has to be enough damage to put her down. I don't know that he got that, bro. To put Big Mom, that render her unconscious, clip her? I don't know, bro.
And it's also difficult once she also could heal herself. So, like...
Bro, there's way more versatility that Kid had going on there. Zoro out here losing the fight to the sword itself. Like, it's a lot. I don't want to. For me to expect him... Like, yo... My sword is taken from me, and I'm dealing with King as a whole different animal than my sword's taken from me, and I'm dealing with Big Mom. It just is.
Yeah, but also, too, remember.
I'm just saying.
If you're going to do it that way, all right, Kid was out here getting polarized by freaking Hawkins, and 𝗀𝗏 had to protect him. If you want to go by the whole the same situation happens where Zoro's getting slightly immobilized by his sword when he conquers that, right? To the fact where Kid could literally not even fight Big Mom at all. Right, to that situation, they still won that fight. Zoro's gonna overcome.
But they wrung her out. They won circumstantially. They didn't knock her out. You're telling me Zoro's knocked her out?
I'm saying they win the fight. I didn't say knock her out. I said they win the fight.
They can't win the fight the same way. That's what I'm saying.
They could though.
No, they can't. There's no attack that 𝗀𝗏 or Zoro have that's pinning Big Mom down through 𝗍𝗏𝗄𝐻𝑖.
It doesn't have to be that exact way. Push her out. Like for example, the same way. Like remember we saw where the first time they knocked her off. Mm-hmm. One of the things they did in the anime, not in the manga, they cut the ground underneath her. Right? So why they damage her?
Seems a little too simple for me.
That's fine.
But even off that, she was getting forced down. So like, and she was staying constantly getting forced down. Who's forcing Big Mom down constantly? Like that. 𝗀𝗏 doesn't have an attack to my knowledge. Like, unless she's doing the rock thing, sending her down again.
I'm saying just right now. You're trying to tell me what I'm saying is, all right, this may be a little much, but while, for example, 𝗀𝗏 is legit doing Shock Willie, the big one, on her, right?
The big one.
The big one.
The big one. And while he's in this, Zoro can't just run up on her and cut her while she's doing it. I mean, it's kind of unfair.
Hey, y'all be saying I'm the Big Mom disrespecter on the pod, bro. I'm just saying.
No, if 𝗀𝗏 has her hemmed up in that, Zoro can't run up and use a Conqueror's coded attack and cut her up. I'm not saying he's going to cut her in half, but I'm saying that she was literally, when she got hit with that punctured, she was defenseless. Right? All she could do was like punch 𝗀𝗏, and she wasn't even getting 𝗀𝗏 off her while she 𝗁𝗏𝗁𝗄𝐻𝑖 hard in her hands. Zoro, while 𝗀𝗏 was literally doing that, Zoro could come and attack her with Conqueror's code attacks that Kid was not doing. You talk about like immobilize her. 𝗀𝗏 can literally stop her.
You're telling me that the damage Zoro does is gonna be enough to put it down? I disagree.
Why are you singling out Zoro? I'm legit combining.
Because I know 𝗀𝗏 doesn't have enough to put her down. I know that.
Well, I'm combining both 𝗀𝗏 and Zoro's attacks. You keep singling out Zoro. Like, one, Kid doesn't have enough to put her down.
I'm saying Law's going to be able to do everything that he was already doing. That show was not enough to put her down. With Kid as backup.
Yeah.
With Zoro now, yeah, they're landing more consistently, maybe.
Sebastian.
Is it enough to put her down?
Well, I'm trying to tell you, not one attack that Kid landed on Big Mom was it even armament attacks, hockey based.
That's just
no,
wrong.
and then
You're wrong, bro. That's false.
No. And also,
God,
was it Conqueror's coded attack? Can you say that? Zoro's adding both.
You think Kid, confirmed armament hockey user, went, nah, I'm not using armament hockey when I'm fighting Big Mom.
Why don't you whip us up a couple of Krabby Patties?
I'm kinda in the mood for tacos.
Good one, SpongeBob. But really, why don't you go ahead and make us a patty?
No, I don't really feel like it.
But I don't understand. You have the grill, and the spatula, and the comfy chair. I rubbed your putrid feet.
Tell you what, Half Pint, why don't you ask me later?
That's what you think. He's confirmed.
When
you can confirm that he uses armament hockey.
Whoa. When did he use it? No. There's to confirm that he has it. Utilizing is different things.
Bro. So you think fighting Big Mom, he just didn't use it? He just went, nah, I'm good. I don't need that.
No, thank you. No, thank you. No, thank you.
Show me on manga panel. You can even use the anime. I'll open it up. Anime and both. Show me where Kid was using both.
But we know that hockey can be utilized invisibly, right? We know that, right? Can we confirm that?
That's not the question.
Can we confirm that on live television?
That's not the question.
Can hockey be utilized invisibly? Yes or no?
All right, but show me a Kid that was using it.
Yo, because now you gotta say, yo, I'm using hockey for every attack now.
No.
For people to know that you're using hockey.
No.
I'm fighting 𝗂𝐿𝐴, bro. I'm using hockey.
Sebastian, a stronger force will be shown from a regular attack versus a hockey attack. We just saw the Amazon Warriors arrows, right? A normal arrow, how's that hitting a rock? They were pulverizing rocks, showing that hockey was being used with them. They were pulverizing basic stuff that wouldn't normally pulverize. So showing a greater force is being used while hockey's being used. Show me a time where Kid showed that.
But yo, it's difficult, Lawrence, saying that because Luffy literally went Gear 4 on Big Mom, and Big Mom blocked it like it was nothing.
Yes.
So that's what I'm saying. Like,
but in a weaker condition.
Again, I get you, but regardless of those arrows hitting Big Mom, so imagine those Kuja pirates shooting Big Mom with those arrows.
They're not doing nothing.
Exactly, that's the point. They're not.
They're not.
Big Mom's not doing their hockey. Not doing nothing.
But you're forgetting Law attacked first, weakened right in. Because even in go over those situations, the same time, right, where Law attacked first, then Kid attacked Big Mom. Who did Big Mom give the credit to damaging her? Was it Kid once? No. Every time it was Law.
So your take on that is that he wasn't using hockey, bro?
Kid has no. What Kid even said too, right? For another show, for example, that Kid's lack of use of hockey, he didn't even know while they're all using hockey that you could hurt Kaido. And you could add Big Mom there too with physical attacks. He didn't know you could do that.
We can't. I mean, I get you, but those
were his words.
Yeah, you can't add Big Mom though. You can't add Big Mom to that.
Why not?
Because Kaido's different. Like, for instance, if Luffy Big Mom did block Gear 4 Luffy regardless. She took it, but she still blocked it. Kaido, he doesn't have to block. He can just let that hit him and it won't do anything. We just
saw a whole cake island where you can't even attack Big Mom with regular means. You have to weaken her mentally to try to damage her physically, right? So how's this any different? They even show us, like, right, normal stuff will not work on Big Mom. So yes, she's not like a freaking Zoan dragon and an Oni, but regular physical attacks will not work on Big Mom just the same. We got addressed that all in Wano. They had to do all this just to weaken her mentally, to try to weaken her physically, to drop her knees, right? So how is normal regular attacks going to hurt Big Mom if we saw that in Whole Cake?
But good, that was going to Page's understanding and knowledge. Paige does not know what Luffy's capable of. He doesn't know that Luffy had Gear 4 in his bag.
That's not the point.
No, my point is Paige is going off the information that he knows. That to his knowledge, nobody here could hurt Big Mom. Luffy showed that I could actually hurt Big Mom because Paige didn't know that Luffy could do Gear 4. That's like how many other people really didn't know that Luffy had that form when they fought Kaido and Big Mom. Kid and Law did not know that Luffy could do that. Could have that form at all. It was a surprise.
But what's the common denominator? What do you need? What are we talking about? What are we talking about? For either of them, what do you need? You're talking about how Luffy could hurt Big Mom. How is he able to hurt Big Mom? What's the common denominator?
Hockey.
Exactly. Where is Kid's hockey to do this?
But Lawrence, you're forgetting. What type of hockey that needs to hurt Kaido, or what type of hockey that needs to hurt Big Mom? They're different.
But again, either way, you're furthering my point because guess what? Kid does not have, even if it's the hockey hardening, Kid has not shown that. So
we don't know that.
We don't know that he's shown that?
Most likely he didn't, but you don't know that.
No. See, look at the wording. I said we don't know that he had. One, we don't know that he's shown that, right? That's what you're trying to say. No, we do know he didn't show it because he didn't show it. Saying he doesn't have it, I'm not saying that.
No,
I'm saying right here. Show me on panel that kid used 𝗁𝐸 hardening even once for a slight moment.
No,
even when he had a chance to.
Lawrence,
right?
Even
when he had a chance to, when he got punched in the face by Big Mom. Did he use it?
Lawrence, you said, again, you clarified saying this, 𝗁𝐸 hardening. Well, there's clearly evidence showing that you don't need to do 𝗁𝐸 hardening to use 𝗁𝐸. Basically, said that visible 𝗁𝐸 still is shown.
Which is stronger, Lionel?
It depends on who you are. It depends on who you are.
𝗁𝐸 hardening is not stronger than visible 𝗁𝐸.
Okay, but
it's a technique.
But for kid-wise, though. Because you guys keep going around the bush where we're talking about kid. You got all these other people in, we're talking about kids hockey.
We've never seen kid use 𝗁𝐸 hardening at all. So how am I going to determine which is stronger?
This is the point, Sebastian.
Lawrence, who has used 𝗁𝐸 hardening and damaged Big Mom? Please tell me. Who is this person?
What are you talking about?
Who? Who is like, yo, let me use 𝗁𝐸 hardening and hurt Big Mom?
Didn't Lionel talk about that Luffy could hurt Big Mom?
With Conqueror's coding attacks, bro. No one's ever in the history of the show that I've seen, to my knowledge, went 𝗁𝐸 hardened, hit Big Mom, and she took real damage. Who?
All right then. All right, Sebastian. But guess what? Can Kid do either of those?
No.
Okay, can Zoro?
Yes, that does not mean he can do enough to knock her out. That's not the point,
Sebastian.
It's ridiculous, bro.
Ridiculous, bro. I said they win the fight. And you're talking about knocking her out.
I'm fine with that. I'm asking you what attack Zoro is doing that's knocking Big Mom clean out. Because they're not going to be able to pin her the way that Kid did.
Yes, they can.
No, they can't.
Law has done it. Law has did it with Shock Willie.
Law sent Big Mom flying from the top of Onigashima down to the Wano mainland. He did that. There's an attack that Law did that. No!
Sebastian.
That's how they won the fight!
Sebastian, sorry, let me ask you a question. No,
I'm tripping?
Sebastian, first of all, you're acting in one instance. Play no fight. First of all, when Big Mom got punctured by Law Shock Willie, could she get out of it? Case in point, can she get out of it? No, because every time she got hit with it, she didn't get out of it once. Not once.
One was a flash. The only time that she's ever tried to get out of it was when she was punching him.
Yeah, showing that she couldn't. Because even then, while she's hitting the main user of doing it, she still couldn't get out of it. So that tells me she cannot get out of Law's attack when he gets punctured with it. Right? So you talk about pinning her down. Law's able to do that. Now you add Zoro into the factor with his 𝗁𝐸 and his Conqueror's coding. Which is not the same as kids, because kid can't do either.
One, that's assuming the fight plays out the exact same. But in general, I feel you. Will that be enough to knock her out? Because it's not going to pin her down like I said. It's not. That's still the problem. Yeah. They didn't KO Big Mom, bro.
To me, I don't think Zoe's still strong. So
and you know what you're forgetting too? Kid didn't even push her out. They destroyed what she was holding on to. You're forgetting that point too.
But she couldn't.
So the same way I said,
but she
they
couldn't
cut the
counter
ground
it. That was
her?
my point. She couldn't counter it. That was the problem. Zoro doesn't have an attack with that much force.
That's not true.
It's true.
That's not true.
He has slashing attacks with force, to push her to the point where she's steadily being pushed down. There's no attack.
If he has enough to get through Kaido, I'm sure he has enough to get through her, especially in her weakened condition.
Bro, he scratched that man, bro.
Are you serious? He left a scar.
Bro, he got scars, bro. Some is built different.
But
it's true.
Sebastian,
I'm not trying to minimize what Zoro did.
Are you Kaido?
I could be.
Okay.
Listen.
Stop it, bro.
Listen.
Stop it.
Stop it.
Yo.
Stop.
That scar ain't the problem.
And you're also forgetting, this is Zoro at a weakened condition, too. At a weakened condition. Again, not even Zoro full strength. Weakened condition.
But like the scarring wasn't like,
if you think that this dude Zoro could scar Kaido, one, he could even do it multiple times. Not just after that one attack. Because also the one that Kaido even dodged. Right? If you're asking me those attacks are not affecting Big Mom, you're crazy.
I saw Zoro land on King, and King was still okay.
And I'm saying this right now.
He's not just consistently whipping out attacks.
King is also
putting Big Mom.
King is also a mini Kaido, which is also tougher.
No, but he landed on King with the flame off.
But you guess what?
And King was still okay.
Yeah, but let me ask you a question. Who has
this is Big Mom,
who has a tougher exterior, Big Mom or King?
With the flame off?
Tougher exterior.
Bro, what are we talking about, Joe? This is Big Mom, bro.
Sebastian.
Yo, Lawrence, you're tripping. With the flame off, Zoro landed on King with Conqueror's coded attacks with the flame off on King, and King was still able to continue fighting.
That goes
multiple times.
Okay.
This is Big Mom, bro.
Okay.
I don't think Zoro would be able to do the damage necessary to bring her to her knees. He may be able to hurt her, but he ain't lasting longer than she could recover. At the end of the day, it was a stamina factor for him. He had to beat King in a certain amount of time, Lawrence. It's gonna take much longer to beat Big Mom.
Big Mom, talk about chip damage over time. Like, yo,
but I do agree with Lawrence saying that, you know, there's more damage coming out of Zoro than there is Kid.
I agree too. I'm just saying that one specific attack that they used to win the fight.
And I do think that even then Kid wasn't using armament hockey because he didn't know how to use it.
Thank you.
Bro. So I do think that there's arguments on both sides that I do agree with, but ultimately they not beating Big Mom, bro. If Zoro, even if Zoro like had a hand on like 𝗵𝐻 and the way he was carrying 𝗵𝐻 during Egghead, look what was happening with 𝘆𝐿𝐴, bro. Big Mom packing 𝘆𝐴, dog.
Seriously.
Like, it's not even, it might be like mid-diff, bro.
Mid?
Yeah.
It's not getting a mid, bro. It's Big Mom. For 𝘆𝐴? Mm-hmm. He not even fighting her, bro. Remember his whole, I don't respect Luffy as a Yonko? If Kaido and Big Mom met, he like, dang, yo, I gotta get word back in order to engage.
I'm gonna be real with you. You guys are gonna disagree with this, but I'm gonna tell you right now, the same way where, like, for example, where 𝗵𝐻 was a problem with him and King, it wouldn't be a problem with him against Big Mom.
Man, I
don't even know what that means.
Wait, what did you say?
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
If you look at the Zoro that fought Kaido and the Zoro that fought King is different. Like, not say different Zoro, but Zoro wasn't as hockey focused as he was fighting them. Right? He was putting everything on the line from the get, right? That's why he's even, like, for example, all of them are struggling to even bat away, like, Kaido's flying bait technique. Zoro's batting away with one arm, right? Zoro's putting everything he had from the get in that fight against Kaido and also Big Mom as well, because he knew the stakes where they were. He even said to Luffy, we cannot slip up once, right? So his hockey, you saw how much hockey he was putting to all his blades at that time, through every attack. Zoro was on high alert here, because it meant death for him. Right? As in, I gotta protect my captain. If we cannot lose here, not one of us. Oh, it means death. That's why immediately when with the combined attack, Zoro jumped up immediately. The stakes that Zoro was fighting at was way higher than when it was with King. When King showed up, he stopped putting the same amount of hockey it was before, and 𝗵𝐻's like, no. He had no problem at all with 𝗵𝐻 against Kaido. But out of nowhere, 𝗵𝐻's bothering him then because he wasn't fighting. He wasn't fighting the same. He wasn't using the same amount of hockey at that time. Against a Big Mom, Zoro's fighting the same way he was before.
But that just means he's getting drained quicker.
No.
Yeah.
No.
That's what it means.
You're putting more
if you're exerting more hockey into the blade, that means you're only going to be able to fight at that level for a shorter period of time.
Yeah, but first of all, we saw that fight with Kaido and Big Mom, Zoro was fighting, and then with later on with King. Him being drained by hockey wasn't a problem. The only person we saw so much to get drained by hockey so much from their fighting is Luffy.
But you're forgetting, Big Mom's a woman. Zoro be attacking women.
That's the one thing where
I would say, yo, on the rooftop. No, look at the rooftop. Name one attack that Zoro set flying at Big Mom. There's not one. That's true. All his attacks were at Kaido.
I will say, Zoro be fronting like he attacking women, but he don't.
Yo, this is an underrated part of this question. We didn't even get into the King versus Kid situation. I got King.
This dude has no way of hurting him.
I got King too, bro.
Yeah. All right.
I've been said this.
It was both questions. We didn't answer the other.
I've been said this, bro.
We got another two from Alan Wells. It says, Seb tripping, Law and Zoro are unaliving Big Mom. 14 Canadian from Skylands. It says, it's always Kid downplay to strengthen others' agendas. Big Mom was pinned. Zoro and Law are losing badly to Big Mom. We've seen Kaido take worse damage than Big Mom in the series.
The only way they really do push her down is if Kid does his damn punked. And, like, even when you look at it, it's not really damaging her that crazy.
Yeah, it's not about the damage, it's about the force.
Yeah, it's the force of it. Like, he needed to push her down into a hole that Law made, and it was clearly plot reasons, bro. Yeah. And then the bombs just blew her out.
I just can't see her just actually taking damage and going, ah.
The thing is, I can see her taking damage, and I think that Law is right. Like, she would get pretty body. But that also comes into play, is she using hockey back? Because she wasn't really using hockey like that. Like, Law said it. She used armament hockey. But, like, we know she got others. Does she now come into play and be like, all right, this double foot thing ain't really real?
Don't let her swing on Zoro and Law with a conqueror's coding punch.
Well, the thing is, right?
You realize they're both taking that from Kaido, though. You do realize that.
He only got hit one time by Kaido.
Law got like residual Conqueror's Cody attack and was already like.
That's not true.
It'd be a little different.
No, it would.
But
it's a different fight.
But the thing is, they would have to rely on beating her instead of knocking her out.
Yeah. That was my point.
And like, you can't really beat Big Mom, bro, if you still trying to master 𝗵𝐻.
He's too young, man. He's too young.
And even after, it's like, yo, can he still do it even right now? And it's like, bro. That 𝗍𝗍𝗻 fight looked crazy. Like, I'm sorry, bro.
Another 2 from Bonesaw. It says Big Mom has better matchup versus Zoro and Law. Less conquers.
Now you got me there. I think Big Mom would use more if she sees Zoro using more hockey. She
and also it matters.
Yeah.
It also matters
think so.
how many times he can take hits because we've seen Zoro really got hit twice.
Zoro can tank whatever kid can tank. I will say that.
No, but the thing is, my point is, we saw Zoro getting 2 attacks. When he black Kaido Big Mom, he was pretty much done after that.
Yo, real talk. It's probably a good thing Kid can't utilize Conqueror's hockey. Because if he did, she would have utilized hers, bro.
Listen, but if y'all are saying that she's playing down to the competition and she views Zoro as a bigger threat, she gonna start doing some things that she wasn't doing then.
Kaido was playing with his food he was playing to his comp. Yeah. And when Luffy started using observation, future sight, what happened?
Listen, I'm just saying,
oh, you can do that.
If Big Mom start boxing for real, and starts whipping out Conqueror's code of punches like she did on page 1, and she lands clean on Law's done. You get what I'm saying?
I'm gonna be honest, if Big Mom is just going all out, it's a worse fight for Kid and Law than it is for Zoro and Law.